Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Lelouch, a board-certified OB/GYN physician with over 30 years of clinical experience. And this is my second video on the BRCA test, the breast and ovarian cancer gene test, BRCA for short. So in this video, I'd like to spend a little more time to discuss what can we actually do if you do have this gene, if you have a BRCA1, BRCA2. There are other genes that increase your risk of breast ovarian cancer, but those are the most common ones. Luckily, the tests look for all of them, and it's a growing list. But what's the purpose of getting the test, and what are we able to do about it? So generally in medicine, we don't ever like to do a test if there's nothing we can do with the result. So thankfully, there are many things that we can do. Okay, so what exactly is recommended for you? That is based on your particular mutation, on your particular history. So these are some general things that may or may not apply to you. So one of them is increased surveillance. So with mammograms at a younger age, generally speaking, we recommend a mammogram 10 years earlier than the youngest person who had breast cancer in your family. Okay, but that might be modified. Another is you may be eligible for MRIs. An MRI is a scan of the breast that's less uncomfortable, much more expensive, and only generally approved if your lifetime risk is over 20%, whether or not you have the breast and ovarian cancer gene. Again, you have to discuss this with your physician, but the way it works now is you get a mammogram. If that is normal, then you might be eligible for an MRI, okay? You may be up for more frequent exams with your physician. You may also be eligible for preventative surgeries. For example, you can do, if your risk is high enough, a preventative mastectomy, removing the breast, and they can put in implants right at the same time. And that can dramatically reduce your chance of getting breast cancer. Also, there may come a time where removing your ovaries is recommended, a surgery to remove those. Depends on which gene you have and what your risk is, and generally after you're through with childbearing. And again, need to get your own custom answer, but that's one of the options that's offered to you. There are some medicines that can reduce the risk of breast and ovarian cancer. So 10 years of the birth control pill reduces your risk of ovarian cancer by 70%. Probably not that high if you're at increased risk for ovarian cancer, but still has been shown to have some benefit. There are other medicines that reduce the risk if you're at high risk, like tamoxifen and raloxifene, brand name Avista, that are potential options. So there are some medicine interventions. So those are some of the main options available to you. There might be more options. It changes. We're doing lots of research in this area. The most valuable thing you can do is identify if you are somebody who's at increased risk. Get the screening test, then you'll get all the answers and the tailored answer for you, and that might change over time. So I hope you will take an active part in your health care, discuss it with your doctor, and see if you're eligible for the BRCA test. And if you are, now you have a little better idea of what can be done if you end up being a carrier. Or even if you're not a carrier, but you're at higher risk. Hope you found this helpful. Please leave your comments. Thank you.